is available inside the manifest.json file. So guys, whenever you integrate any service, a local service folder will be created. OK, and in that local service folder, you will see one metadata.xml file. So if I click on this metadata.xml file, so basic metadata will be updated at the time of when you consume any oData service within this UI5 app. OK, so whatever the metadata is there, so that information will be available within this metadata.xml file. OK, so this is metadata related information which will be stored within that local service. So now next thing is what we need to do now. Now we need to create one list control. So I'm just going to create one list control. So guys, I already remember all this. So just I'm going to create here directly. That I'm just going to use standard. Sorry. I don't know why it's not giving any suggestions. It should give actually, but it's not giving. Is any error is there or not? If we add an app as well here. Within this app, I'm directly going to add this page. Request has failed. I think it's not. Let me reload this once. OK, so at least we have the information. At least we have the information about that service, what we want to fetch. So we will read the data from this product entity set. OK, so now we will see that how we can provide the path. OK, so let's say let's say this is the standard list item. So basically in this list is the parent and standard list item. It's like a child to this list control. So in this standard list item, there are a couple of properties which are available, like title is there, description is there, or text is there. So you can use that. So I'm just checking why it's not loading. OK, looks like it's not working. OK, so I think it's not bringing the suggestions. OK, fine, no issues. So for this standard list item, guys, you can directly go to this development toolkit. Looks like they have updated the documentation, right? I think development toolkit is updated now. So I can see a color changes and you can also see some animations, beautiful animations. So guys, every time SAP will add new and new features to this, right? Can you see now how beautiful it is now? When I hover on any button, so you can see that they have added some CSS as well in this. So now the borders are looking in different way. It's looking more modernized, right? Looks like they have updated the site. Not site, also the API reference, and same will be available for our app. OK, so now let's search for the standard list item. So this is the standard list item. Let me go and let me open this. So guys, this is the standard list item which we have here. So now I'll directly go to API reference. So there is one option here, API reference. You can go in that. And in this API reference, you can go to the properties. So what all properties you can add? You can add an icon. You can add an icon. You can add a description. You can add the info. And at the same time, you can also add the title. So I'm just going to add a title as of now. Let's copy the title. equal to. And now before I add a title, so first of all, I'm going to provide a path here. So as my oData model is a default model, so I can directly provide slash products. That's it. So this will directly read the data from that entity set. And now here in title, let's say you want to provide a title. So I'm just going to provide a title as name of that product. Okay, that will act as a title. So what about the description? So if I go up, so there is one description property. So for this description, which property shall I use? So there is a description property here. You can copy and you can provide here. That's it, guys. That's it. Okay, I just provided the entity set name directly. So let's say if my oData model has the name, as there is a no name, so I can directly use slash and that entity set name. So directly what this oData model will do generally, this will directly read the data from this products entity set from that Northwind service. And that data, it will load and that data will be displayed in the standard list item. So I'll show you when I run this project. So I'll show you in the network call, how it will call. Okay, so let it run. Okay, I'm just going to click on inspect and now I'll go to network tab. So guys, first of all, you have to check whether your oData service is successful or not. Okay, that is very important. So how you can identify whether whatever the oData service, whether it is accessible within your application or not. See, let's say you already have that information in this manifest. So it doesn't mean that that oData service is working. So whenever you want to check whether that oData service is working or not, you run that app in this new tab, and after that you track the network call first of all. And in the network, you will see the list of services that will be called. In that, you just have to check for dollar metadata. Okay, so this is the metadata which will be called before it reads the data from any service. So first thing is always it will read the data from metadata. Okay, so if so whenever it's calling the metadata and if you see the status as 200, it means your oData service is running successfully. Okay, so it is successful means there is no issue while consuming that oData service. So you can directly check the payload and you can check the preview. And when you check the preview, you will see all the data like product, category, supplier, all the basic details which are stored within that oData service that will be available in this metadata. Okay, so that is very important. So every time you consume any oData service in your application, so let's say you want to test that application and what you will test in that application. So first of all, we have to check the metadata. So that metadata is very important. If that metadata is easily able to give you all the details of that oData service, it means that service is working. Okay, and you can act and it's already accessible in your application. So first we have to check for metadata. And now after that, whatever the calls will be made, so that calls will be made in $batch. So at